This is an introduction to AirDropBox and the smallest system in the range. This is the micro system designed for payloads of 1.25 kilos to 5 kilos, and we're going to prepare it for flight. Firstly, I'll go through the components list. We have a parachute pack. This is pre-sealed. It's pre-rigged, pre-folded, so there's no additional work that needs to be done to that. We then have the main payload container, which is a waterproof wax cardboard box. You have EDM, energy dampening material, and a payload separator, followed by the load carriage and a cable tie. In this instance, we're going to use a satellite communication system as a real-life payload. So as you can see, we've now prepared the satellite phone, the battery and the charger for flight by wrapping it in bubble wrap. You'll also note we've got a stopwatch here. We say that the system can be put together in minutes, and we're going to prove that now to you. So we're going to start. I'll just hit start there. The first thing we do is put together the load container. This is the cardboard box that forms the body of the system. It's very, very simple. You open up the bottom of the box and then fold the flaps over like so. Just put my hand inside and pop the bottom through. There we go. So that's the load box complete. We then take the green strapping here. This forms the load carriage. This is what holds the system together. These come, as you can see, with a little bit of tape across them just to hold them together. There are two lengths of load carriage. There's a long load carriage and a short load carriage. We start by feeding this through the bottom of the box, like so. See the load carriages come through the inside of the box. We then have several tabs on the outside, and we just feed the ends of the load carriage straight through here like that. So that's the long side. We're just going to do the short side now. Feeding through the tabs on the inside. There we go. So we have the load carriage fed through the box. You can see it's crossed at the bottom and fed through the inside. The next step is to put the EDM in. This is the energy dampening material that absorbs any shock that the payload may see. This just simply opens up and is placed inside the box like so. Push to the bottom. And the next thing to go in is the separator plate. This just keeps the payload away from the EDM. The payload plate is then in place. We're now ready to place the payload inside the box. So we'll start with the phone, followed by the spare battery and the phone charger. Let's get those placed in there nice and neatly. Okay. So we can now shut the box up, and our box is ready for the parachute to be attached. As I said earlier, the parachute comes pre-packed. It's in a vacuum sealed bag, and on the sides of the bag are tear strips. Tear that straight open. You can see we've got a clip on the top that forms our static line connection, and then we have a loop of shroud ends at the bottom of the parachute pack. So the only rigging that is needed to be done is to pull the lines out, align them up with the box. We'll then take our cable tie, select a shroud line, pop it through the loop of the load container, through the shroud line, through the load container, again through a shroud line, through the load container, and then the final shroud line here. Final load container loop. We'll do this up nice and tight. Okay, so we now have a parachute completely attached to the box there. We're just going to use a pair of snips and cut the end off the cable tie, and there we have it. Just over 4 minutes to prepare a system for flight. All that now needs to be done is for this end to be attached to an aircraft and the box to be dispatched.